Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. I just wanted to pop in to wish you a happy Wednesday. Hope y'all are having a good day. Hope it's warming up wherever you are. I know here it's finally out of the 20s. Yay. Wanted to chat with y'all today about your why because something happened recently where I checked in and realized that my why for starting something no longer was relevant, and yet I stayed in the situation. And it really made me question how often I check in with why. Why am I still living in the house I'm living in? Why am I still doing this? Why, we tend to do something because we want to do something, right? There's a why behind it. And then we're in the midst of it. But how often do we check in to say, is this even relevant? Do we even want to do this anymore? Is the why even relevant anymore? Has our why changed? Sorry, my nose is itchy, y'all. We have bad allergies here in Austin. But I really want you to think about that. In this situation, I had started, it was my other business, and I had started my other business because I did love what I did. I loved being a massage therapist, but I've always had a dream on my heart. So about 8 years ago when I lived in Rochester, New York, I had this dream on my heart of a specific brick and mortar business. And when the opportunity came up to start a business here in Austin, a massage and wellness business, I thought, oh my gosh, this is my opportunity to start it and build it into this dream that I had on my heart. But as we went along, my business partner didn't share my dream or my vision. It wasn't exactly going in that direction, and it was no longer fun for me. It was no longer heart-centered, soul-fueled. My why was so weak, right? My why was about, oh, it's great, money, all that. But it wasn't like, oh, I want it because this is the impact I want to make. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my clients. But my why was no longer relevant. My why was no longer there. And it was never going to be what I really, truly started out to be. And I think about that, in our lives, we get complacent. We go get into the middle of something, right? We go out, we get the job we want, and all of a sudden 15 years goes by, we're still in the job, and we're realizing it's like a to-do list, like I gotta go to work. And we're no longer empowered by it. We're no longer motivated by it. We're no longer feeling that energy around it. And rarely do we check in and be like, why am I staying? The reason why I wanted the job was because I really wanted to get into marketing or whatever it is. But we change every single day. We grow as life goes on. And we expect that the relationships or the situations that we're in are going to be, like, they're going to fit into our changes, and they don't, and that's okay, right? Our dreams change. How many of us wanted to be ballerinas when we were little? Well, I no longer have that dream to be a ballerina. I'm not that graceful. So we change, we grow, we learn our skills. I am not graceful. But I no longer expect to be a ballerina because my why's changed. There's other things I wanted to do. But as we get older, I live in Austin, Texas, and there was a reason why I moved here. And I'm noticing 7 years in that maybe Texas doesn't fit me anymore. Maybe I need to start considering moving somewhere else. I miss the beach. I miss milder weather, not such 108-degree weather. And so I had to check in with myself and say, do you still want to live here? Why are you staying here? What's your why? And so I ask you today, what's your why? What's your why in your relationships? Why are you in your relationships? Are your friendships serving you? Like, are they fueling your soul? Are they giving something? Is there a win-win to the relationships? Does it make you feel good? Does that person make you feel empowered? Or have you stayed friends with this person because you've been friends with them for 13 years, but every time they ask you to do something, you're like, oh, I don't want to go. I don't really want to hang out with her anymore. Well, why hold on to that energy if it's not something that fits you anymore? You don't have a why for keeping and holding on to it. Your job. Do you even like your job anymore? Do you even like the commute? Do you like your office? Do you like what you do every day? Is the reason why you got that job still relevant? Or is there something else on your heart that you have a bigger why for? Do you want to start a business because you want more time with your kids and you want your time freedom and you want to work from home and you want to create something of your own? And those whys are stronger than the why you're staying in your job. For me, right? Do you like where you live? Why'd you buy the house you bought? Does it fit your life now? Do you stay in it because there's a powerful why? It works for you. It has great memories. You love your neighbors. Is that why still relevant? And I just challenge you to really ask yourself that tough question, because they are tough questions, especially in relationships, when another person's heart is at stake, or, you've been in a job for so long and you have great coworkers. Well, sometimes loving your coworkers isn't the best why for staying in a job, right? If you haven't gotten a raise in 10 years or you haven't been promoted in 5 years and you're still doing the same job and you're groaning when you wake up in the morning, well, maybe it doesn't serve you anymore. But we tend not to check and get so lost in that to-do list, so lost in I got to pay my bills, I have so much to do, that we don't stop to check in and get back to the heart and soul of our lives. We actually get away from the heart and soul of our lives. And then we wake up one day and we're like, I'm just not enjoying life right now. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not doing anything I want to do. I keep wanting to join these book clubs. I keep wanting to take this class. I keep wanting to start a business. Whatever it is, we get lost in it. So I just wanted to pop in here, and I want you to ask yourself that really tough question over the next few days. Why? And write out why. Why do you live in the house you live in? Why do you have the job you have? Why do you want to start a business? Why are you in the relationships that you're in? Why do you live in the city that you live in? If you're in school, why are you in school? Do you even like it? Do you like what you're going for? Think back to college, right? How many times? I had like 7 majors in college. But, if you went to college for musical theater and you now want to be an archaeologist, well, you most likely aren't staying in the musical theater program, right? You're going to switch so that you're going in a path into a course that'll take you down the path you want to go down, right? And we don't think of how easy that is we just switched our major. Well, you can just switch. You can just switch to starting a business, right? You do taking courses or getting a coach or whatever it is so that you can start a business. You switch gears because there's a stronger why in that direction. And if you follow your why, if your why is heart-centered, soul-fueled, and you follow it, you don't have to worry about the risk you're taking, because the only thing you have to worry about in life is joy and happiness, and the rest comes. If you're loving what you're doing, the money will come. You just have to consistently show up and do it. But you really have to be attached to your why. You really have to know, because in everything you do in life, it's you. It's you that people see. It's you that's guiding it. It's your heart that's guiding it. But if you're coming from a place of energy, that's what you're going to put out into the world. And that's what your product is going to be at the end of it. And it's going to show, right? You're not going to, if you're living in a house you hate and you hate your neighbors. I kind of don't like my neighbors. You're kind of like, oh, I don't want to put energy into this house because I don't even love living here anymore. It doesn't bring me joy. So what's your why? What's your why for all those things? What's your why for starting a business? What's your why for being in the relationship? And what's great about it is you get to tap in and think about the great things, right? Because we tend to think about the bad things, right? He didn't put the toilet seat down, or he didn't do the dishes, or whatever. But if you're focusing on, but I'm in this relationship because of, or, maybe you fell out of love with your business. We all do. There's a lot of stuff when you're running a business. But if you remember why you did it, why you got into it, what's the fuel behind it, and get back to the fuel, lead with the fuel, and you won't have to worry about the stuff you don't like to do, because you're just doing what you truly love to do. So yeah, that is what I wanted to pop in and talk to y'all about today. Think about your why. Share with me. DM me. Send me your why. Why are you living the life you're living right now? I want to know. Let me know. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.